Hello my friends, you're most welcome to my YouTube channel, guys. There's was in the building. I don't know the last time I made a video in the night. Well, I just felt like I wanted to discuss something tonight. So, first of all, I would like to take this opportunity to appreciate each and everyone watching me, each and everyone on the page, each and everyone watching me, each and everybody in love, support, and favor of Denzomos. Guys, you're all appreciated. You're most welcome to my page. You're most welcome to my YouTube channel. If you haven't done so, you could like, share, and subscribe. Guys, we're going to dive in. Today, I'm going to talk about something what they call the indigo children. The indigo children, I don't know if anybody has ever heard about indigo children, but well, I'll just it's something I've done my research recently, and I thought that I really need to talk about this because it has come to my notice. Not only my notice, but it has come to the notice around the people around the world that there are some kind of people, children, that they call the indigo children. Before I talk about indigo children, I need you to take notice of something. You might have somewhere, somehow in your life, realize that there is a certain type of kids that have actually been very different from the other ones. You know what I mean? So there have been kids who have been different, and their characters or their personalities have challenged human understanding. You've seen those kids sometimes with very, very special gifts, and sometimes, you know, the kids will surprise people with something. They will just be doing something and everybody will just stand up in amazement. You know what I mean? They will just stand up there. You'll just be watching a kid doing something that is very, very, very unusual. You know what I mean? So you will notice that somebody is very different. A kid is very different. They can be specially gifted with something. They can be very, very, very intelligent. They can be, you know, they will be doing something actually that is not even of their age. So some of those kids are actually indigo. Not all of them, but some and most of them actually, they are indigo children. So indigo children in general terms, these are special children. These are gifted kids. These are kids who are gifted. They are highly gifted souls on a special mission to challenge and shift the reality. And these kids have specially been ordained by the universe with a very special purpose of raising the vibration of the planet. So it's much of, maybe, I don't know if it's too long of an introduction or too long of an explanation, but these are in general terms children or something what I can call, or I can say, specially gifted souls with a special mission. They have been ordained by the universe to come to the planet and to help in raising the vibration of the planet. So they have a very special gift, and they are very, very unique, and they do things very differently. When you see them, you will notice that they are actually very different from the other kids. You know what I mean? So you've seen some of those kids in your neighborhood or somewhere in town, and you've seen them that they have got something very special that other people don't have. They possess a certain gift that other people do not possess or do not have, or even they can be doing something that no one else has ever seen. You know what I mean? So they are completely superficial and supernatural. They have supernatural gifts and supernatural powers to perform and do different things, unlike other kids or other people you may know of. So these people, they were discovered, the first time they were discovered in the 1970s. That's when they discovered there's a certain group of children with a very, very special gift. You know, they were completely different. They were gifted differently from the other kids. So they were not like always like the same kids that you've always seen or you've always known. So you know what I mean? So in this special edition today, I'm going to give to you, because maybe you may be having these kids, or probably you don't even know it. You may be having this kid, or you might have seen these people around, or you might have seen. It doesn't have to be a child. It can be, of course. They have always been called indigo children, but it doesn't mean that an indigo child has got to be a young child or something of the sort. So indigo children can also be adults. So they can be teenagers, they can be children, adults, or they can be even teenagers. You know what I mean? So I'm going to mention to you 6 signs that specially identify an indigo child. You know what I mean? I've already explained to you who is an indigo child, and I'm going to give to you 6 signs that actually might make you believe that probably you are, or you know somebody who is probably an indigo child. They are very, very good people. They are very nice kids. They are very good people. And my first sign of an indigo child, you're going to notice that an indigo child has got very, very high sense of empathy. They are very, very highly empathetic. So you'll meet indigo children, those kind of people. I've always been talking about empathy on my page, empathy, the empath journey, empathy exodus. So most of the indigo children are actually empaths. So they are very, very highly empathetic people. And usually you'll notice that those indigo children or teenagers or what, you will notice that indigo children tend to step out of their way. They have that ability to step out of their way to help other people because they deeply feel what other people are feeling. They can deeply relate with other people who are in pain. Whether you're in happiness or in pain, they will be able to relate with you. So they will be able to know the way exactly how you're feeling. So indigo children, they are very, very highly empathetic people, and they have got a very high sense of empathy and that ability to step out of their shoes, to step out of their comfort zones and stand out to go and help people. Because remember, guys, these are people who have been ordained by the universe to come to the planet, to change the vibration of the planet and to raise the vibration of the planet. So they can do that in so many things, so many gifts. They have some gifts. Some of them are good musicians, some of them are good. They can be good footballers, they can be good musicians, they can be good actors. So they are people with very, very special, extraordinary gifts, and they use their gifts to go out there and raise the vibration of the planet. So whenever you get in touch with them, you notice that your life, most of the time, your life will change. Sometimes they will be showing you something you've never seen. Sometimes they will be telling you something you never heard about before. And in one way or the other, they will never leave your life the same. They will leave you a changed man or a woman. So the second one I can talk about indigo children is that you realize that indigo children, they are very rebellious. They are very rebellious in nature. And those are the people who do not like to take the same direction like everybody is going. So for example, if the whole team of the whole group, thousands of people is going that direction, you'll find those people like the indigo children, they decide to go opposite direction. So they are always walking opposite. So it does not matter, because this does not mean that they do not believe in other people or something like that. But you notice that those people, because they have got those gifts in them, they know that sometimes 1,000 people can all move to the wrong direction. So for them, you will find them, for some reason, because they are very, very rebellious in nature, you will find them like walking the opposite direction. So they will always be walking the opposite direction from the crowds. They will be always going their way, and they will not accept, and they will not accept to go in the direction that everybody is going, because they believe that if the whole crowd is going to a certain direction, if all of them go and drown, they're going to drown with them. So you'll find them most of the times trying to walk opposite direction. And sometimes they can be misunderstood. Sometimes they can be misunderstood because they will think that, because, why all of us were going to this, why are we all going this way and you're going the other way? So you know what I mean? So they are always rebellious. They do not want to go with the flow. They always go against the flow. So that's a second sign I can talk about, that actually you might be, or if you ever find yourself very rebellious in nature, you know what I mean? You don't just go with the flow. You just go the way you feel to go, not because you're going because somebody is going there. You don't have to sit down and watch something because 100 people are watching it. You can always watch something different. And always when you have that kind of tendency whereby you feel that you're very rebellious, you do not want to do things because of other people. You always want to do things your way. It's a sign that actually, it's my second sign that actually probably you are, or probably you might have seen, or you might have come into an encounter with an indigo child. Something I can talk about, the third one, is that these people, they know, indigo children, they know that they are here for a purpose. They know that they did not just come to the planet to spend their life to eat, to sleep and die. They know that they have come to the planet for a very, very specific purpose. And because of that, they are working day and night. They are very anxious and very eager to discover what is their purpose, because they know and they always feel it. Because guys, I already told you that indigo children, they have got supernatural abilities. They have got very high psychic abilities, and they know that they have come to the planet to perform, or to perform a certain mission. They have been sent here for a mission. So whatever mission it is, in whichever category they are, they know, and for that reason they are very passionate about it, and they are very, 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 very anxious and very determined to find that specific mission that they have been ordained to come and do. So some of them can discover those missions at an early age. You can find a very, very small kid at a very young age. The kid can play guitar, for example. Very good guitar, and sometimes even the kid can play guitar even better than people who have been trained to play guitar all their lives. Or you can find a kid who is very, very good at playing piano. So he may be an indigo child in that direction that is going to grow up, or he or she is going to grow up and be a very good pianist, or a very good guitarist, or a very good lecturer, or a very good... So they always, sometimes some of them, they tend to discover that gift and that ability at a very young age. So you will find them very, very anxious. Sometimes you'll find them in the libraries, those school public libraries. They are reading books. They're reading books about this. They're reading books about space. They're reading books about engineering. They're reading this. They're reading that. They are very, very anxious and very eager to find their life purpose. So you'll find them always digging around for the truth. They are people who want to know the truth, so they will be digging around whichever information they can get that will help them discover their purpose. They are very anxious about it, and they are feeling it in their guts that they are here to do or to perform a certain purpose. So they are going for it, and they are looking for that purpose diligently. So once they sense that once they sense that purpose, you will see them now putting all their focus and all their concentration on that direction, because they will know that, oh, okay, so finally this is what I think I'm supposed to do, because they will be starting to see results. Whatever they do, they will notice people starting to get drawn to them because of that particular thing they're doing. So once the people starting getting drawn to them for that particular thing, if whether they have discovered it or they're trying to discover it, when they notice that people are starting to get drawn to them, to come to them, that is when actually they are going to realize that, yes, okay, so this is my purpose, this is what I came here to do, and this is my direction I'm supposed to take. This has been my purpose all along, and this is what I'm supposed to do, and this is my job I'm supposed to do to the planet, and is the way I'm going to work. So that is my third sign. So whenever you find yourself always sitting somewhere and thinking that, well, I might have a purpose, I really don't know my purpose, but I think or I believe that I did not just come here to wake up in the morning and go to work and sleep and eat and sleep and die. You always know in your guts that you have got something you came here to do, something more than what you've been programmed all your life to do. So you will always find yourself noticing that. Yes, you will notice when you ever find yourself in that situation whereby you are questioning a lot of things, you believe that there is something more you need to do, but you just don't yet know, or you haven't yet been gotten there, or you don't yet know what it is you're supposed to do. It is a sign that probably you or somebody you might know is actually an indigo child. Indigo childs, my next point, indigo children, they are alchemists. Now, alchemists are people who they have the ability to make something out of nothing. You know what I mean? In the old Bible days, you've heard about those stories whereby Jesus, he turned water into wine. You know what I mean? So, and then he turned, there was a story whereby in those parables whereby Jesus was like, he turned something like, he turned stones into bread. You know what I mean? So those are the kind of things. So in the Bible, in the Bible stories, those are the stories that were talked about, like examples of stories that were actually talked about, like Jesus turning water into wine, and then, you know, this one turning into the stones into bread and that, and feeding the masses. You know what I mean? So he was of service to the people, and he used his abilities and his powers ordained to him by God to do those actions to serve the masses, because people were starving and he was supposed to serve them. So an alchemist is somebody who, they just wake up and whatever you give them on the table, whatever they find on in front of them on the table, that is what they are going to use. It is what they are going to use. It does not matter for you. It may not look like nothing. It may look like, well, this is just water, for example. They will take water, or they will take some pieces of paper or something and make a craft out of that. So they are very crafty people. Those are people who they call alchemists. Alchemists, they have got the ability to do anything. They can do and create anything out of nothing. You know what I mean? That's what they call alchemy. Real alchemy, you can create something. Somebody can just come and drop in front of you a lot of scrap. But a real alchemist will take that scrap and start to manipulate it and, try to turn it into something very useful for humanity, even for some for other people that like them, whatever they produce. So guys, I'm sorry about the light because this light is automatic. So whatever they produce, they are able to use that, whatever they have produced, to help and to aid and to assist other people. So that is alchemy. And indigos are very good alchemists. You will find that, you'll notice that indigos, maybe you or somebody you might realize that out of every bad situation, it can even be a relationship breakup, you can find them that they have broken up from a relationship, very, very difficult relationship. And then you find them at the other end, very, very happy and very successful. They will overturn that situation to their advantage, you know what I mean? So they can create anything out of nothing. They are very good alchemists. That's what I mean by alchemy. Alchemy is a person who has the ability to make something very beneficial to other people out of nothing, you know what I mean? So they can create anything out of nothing. That's what I call alchemy. So if you are an alchemist, it's very possible and it's very big chance, or if you know somebody in your neighborhood who has those abilities of making anything out of nothing, they will just surprise you with anything, you know what I mean? It's a very big chance that actually he's an indigo child. Indigo people, they're very special people. I've already told you guys, they are very special, talented people, and these people, they are specially ordained by the universe to come to the planet, to raise the vibration and to change people's lives, to touch people's lives, and to do a certain purpose. They have been ordained to come to the universe for a very specific purpose. You know what I mean? So, another sign of an indigo I can talk about is that these people, they are very, very, very highly intelligent. They know what they need to do, at what time, in which place, and with who. An indigo child, you can place them in an indigo kid or an indigo child, you might find yourself, you've placed them somewhere and they will tell you, no, I'm not comfortable here. I'm not going to stay in this place because this is not where I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be in this and this and this place. So these people, they're very highly intelligent and they are capable of doing a lot of things, and they always use their intelligence and their capabilities and their capacity, their intelligence capabilities to help and to aid the society. So, and also another sign I can talk about, indigo children, they are people who believe in the oneness. They believe in the oneness of everything. They believe that everything that lives is equal. All life on the planet, it does not matter. It's an insect, it's a bird, it's an animal, it's a cat, it's a dog. Every life is sacred. So they do not believe in destroying life. They always make sure and very, very hard persevere to make sure that they preserve anything that lives. So they are very, very, they are very specific about life because they believe that all the life on the planet is sacred, and they do not take life. There are people, you'll never find them killing animals. They are very passionate about animals. You'll never find them torturing, killing animals. For example, they're going to have a dinner and they want to kill a chicken for dinner, or they want to slaughter a goat for dinner, or whatever it is. So they always believe in the oneness of everything, and you'll never find them actually killing animals. So indigo children, if you ever find yourself, you're very passionate about life, you're very passionate about animals, you don't believe in killing animals. And that's why actually most of the indigo people, you find them that they believe in eating, they believe in vegan diets, because they believe that usually vegan diets, they are not associated with with life, so they are not like there is no life has got to be destroyed for them to survive, you know what I mean? So they are always vegan. Most of them, they tend to be vegan and they like to eat vegan diets, you know what I mean? That's my other side. The other side I can talk about, indigos, they also tend to feel like they are actually lost souls. You know what I mean? They're lost souls. Indigo people, they have a problem to fit. They have a problem with fitting in with society. So you see them that sometimes even in the groups, you will see them anywhere, any place they are, whenever. I think it's something to do with that energy they have inside them. So because some of them, I've told you in the beginning that these guys, they are highly empathetic. So they have that ability to like absorb other people's energy. So for some reason, you find them that they do not have that comfort of being in crowds. I can call them, they're almost like lost souls, because every place they will feel like they're displaced. Actually, they feel like they're not okay in those areas. When they sit in a crowd, you'll find them isolating themselves and sitting out or even outside of the crowd. So they do not like to engage in crowds, because for them, they always feel different. They don't perform well in crowds. They don't perform well when there's a lot of people. Always they are trying to isolate themselves. They don't want to associate themselves with groups and huge crowds of people. So that's why they call them that, like, they're lost souls, because they always feel like they're lost. Sometimes you will see them, you will find a very big concert going on, and then you will see somebody in the corner somewhere sitting alone. You know what I mean? Or you may find sometimes people are having a lot of fun. There's a very big party going on, but then you will find that one of the kids or one of the people is actually sitting at the back of the building just by himself or by herself. And so actually that is another sign that it is probably impossible. The person over there, whether it's you or somebody you know, it is a very big chance that that person is an indigo child. He or she, they are chosen, and those people, they are very special. So when you ever see them isolating themselves from the crowd, whether it's you or somebody you know, it's very possible and it's very likely that person or you or that person, they are indigos. So, guys, I've given you about 7 signs. I'll not be naming them, but I've given you around 7 signs that probably you or somebody you might know, or even your kid at home, because guys, you need to be, especially we parents, you need to be very careful. You don't have to be careful, but you need to be very attentive to those small kids. If you ever notice your kid at home, your kid happens to be growing faster than his age. A kid of 2 years is doing things what is supposed to be done by a 4-year-old. A kid of 4 years is doing things that is supposed to be done by 5 years, by 6 years. Some of the words they are saying, some of the things they are doing, they will supersede human understanding. They will completely confuse, and you will not really know what to do with the kid, because you will not know what they are where they are coming from, why they are saying things like that, why they are doing the things like that. So you need to be very patient with them. Take a lot of time to study them and really find out, because it's very possible that that kid you are having at home is an indigo child. Is an indigo child with very special gifts, and a child with very special gifts, and who has been ordained. That kid has been ordained by God. If you ever see a kid most of the time growing faster than their age, doing things that actually supersedes your expectation, your perception and your expectation, and you believe that those things are not of their age. So you need to be very patient with them. Try to understand them, try to dig in more, because it's very possible that you are having a kid at home who is probably an indigo child, and they just need more attention and more guidance so that they can always move towards their life purpose. You know what I mean? So guys, that being said, it's been a very lovely evening. I usually rarely make videos in the evening, but well, guys, it's been a blessing to have you on board. If you haven't liked the page or subscribe, please do so. And if you feel like there's something the point you want to put across, please comment in the section below. The comments are open to the public. Share with your friends, like the page. I love you all, guys, and a very good night. Blessings to you all, and peace out. There's the most unscripted, signing out. Bye.